However, this is not her completion of her CC. So she, at this point, does not get a standing ovation. Just wanted to clarify that. But she's giving her number 10 speech, and it is in practice of giving a presentation to an audience of a group of people who are seeking jobs. And we're asking you to put yourself in their shoes. She wants you to look at it from that perspective. And they are attending this workshop to gain confidence in themselves. So in this 8 to 10 minute speech, she's going to address the audience, that particular audience, and then at the conclusion, she'll switch back to us as a Toastmaster audience to explain how she will actually do the rest of the workshop, because the workshop is much longer than 8 to 10 minute speech. She asked that you write comments to her about her speech, responding to these thoughts. Were you motivated? Were you inspired? If so, how? And would you take a 6-week workshop based on this? The title of her speech is The Real Thing, and it is 8 to 10 minutes. Her purpose is on your agenda. Please help me welcome Astrid Harris.
Get ready, you're going to be busy. Okay? So, let me tell you, I have a very good French accent, just in case you haven't noticed it. You're probably going to ask yourself, why is she in Dallas, Texas? Let me tell you why. But first, I have a warning for you guys. Never sit with a French woman in front of a chimney with a glass of champagne, because it's dangerous. And let me tell you why. I lived in France, in Alsace, right on the border with Germany. And one day, an American scientist knocked on my door, and he needed some help with translation. The next day, he knocked on my door, and he needed some help with shopping. And a few weeks later, he invited me for a glass of champagne on the front of the chimney. And we ended up in Dallas, Texas, married. So, now you probably ask yourself, but what is she doing here? So let me tell you. 10 years ago, I created my own language center. It's called Polyglot Network. It's a full-service language center for foreign language training. Now, 5 years later, I created my own confidence-building life coaching practice. And my unique approach is designed to help you to become that confident person you always so desperately wanted to be. Now, 2 years ago, I published a book. It's called Unstoppable Confidence, a life-changing workbook. I became a #1 bestseller. I was featured on CNN, Idle, New York Times, and others. I had some TV and radio interviews. Now, Unstoppable Confidence is a workbook you can work on your own or in a group. So, events happen in life, in our lives. They're not predictable and not controllable. And of course, the job of job hunting is the least job you want. Unstoppable Confidence is designed to help you to get the level of confidence you need to get higher above somebody else. I worked with a professor of a university, working with Mary. Mary, she was unemployed, and then she got a job and lost it. She found another job, and a few months later was unemployed again. I worked with Mary to find some other possibilities, and I found out that Mary has a teaching degree, but Mary did not want to teach. So I pushed her on and convinced her to get a teaching position. A few months later, I came in my office and I saw a bottle of champagne and Mary. And she came to celebrate her position as a teacher in high school. Now, 1 year later, Mary got diagnosed with breast cancer. And she was so thankful to have that teaching job so she can have health coverage or get the care she needed. Now, I was watching David Letterman, and he has his top 10 list. It gave me the idea to give you my top 10 reasons why you should participate in my 6 weeks workshop. And here they are. Number 10, look to the horizon and take the next step. Number 9, learn how to not to take it personally when you have been rejected. Number 8, how to create your own role model. Number 7, learn how to talk, walk, and think like your role model. Number 6, recognize there is no shame in being unemployed. Number 5, how to overcome negative thoughts. And number 4, how to overcome negative comments from others. Number 3, how to feel confident all the time. Number 2, how to create and live a confident life. Now, number 1, remember, you have a choice. But there is no alternative. You will stay in the rat race and play the game of victim, or you can create a future and a vision with excitement and anticipation. Now it's time to get in gear. Now it's time to get that job. And now it's time to make things happen. Keep moving, the choice is yours. With this, I'm ending my presentation and my introduction, and I will explain you, Toastmaster, how I led my workshop. The purpose of the workshop was to give a taste to what a real workshop setting may feel like. I passed the confidence evaluator, asked them to fill it out, get the score, turn the page, and see what their real confidence level is. Then I asked each table to choose their table leader to give me the report of the conclusion of their discussions. So my first question was, what are some of the things to build confidence when you're finding a job? And I gave them 5 minutes. 5 minutes later, I asked one of the table leaders to come over here next to me and give the report. And he was surprised and scared, and he said, no, I cannot do that. I replied, yes, you can. Now it's time to let go. Now it's time to jump on the cliff, and you will